Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog Trading video. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm sorry I've been feeling under the weather. Been kind of sick lately here. This last night and today, feeling not 100%. So I'm gonna get this content out to you guys. I apologize about any delays or anything like that. I talked about a wedge earlier this morning, and there was a 60-40. It did come out of the wedge, which was a positive thing, and then it fell back into our wedge. And one might say now that we have 3 touch points here, that we could probably move this wedge even higher, right? So let's see if we can do that. We got 3 touch points. Yeah, so let's make it like that, right? So yeah, I mean, this could keep going up in the wedge. This is a bearish pattern. So at some point, guys, listen, just because we're in this wedge doesn't mean and I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion. I'm starting with Bitcoin first, and I'll go to Ethereum and Matic and Cardano and everything else. But, just because we're in this bearish pattern, and yeah, there's more of a chance that it breaks down. Guys, here's the thing. You don't, just because it's a bearish pattern, you just don't sell it right here, okay? You wait for it to break down, then get confirmation. It could be up here. So if you see it breaking down up here, it's probably going to go. So it's just, hey, it could keep going up, guys. Okay? It could keep, I mean, it's not like, and then it could break there. Listen, it's Bitcoin. I've seen Bitcoin come out of these things, and sometimes they'll just shoot up, and this doesn't even matter. But it's more likely that it drops at some point. Okay, guys. So I just want to make that clear to you guys. So just be safe, trade within the pattern. Okay, it's very simple. I mean, this is a simple move here. Okay, so nothing too crazy with Bitcoin. We're having an amazing run. We caught the bottom. Okay, we rolled over, and then in yesterday's video, I said, guys, if I take this take profit area here, but if we come back down and we get above this 33333, I mean, you can't. I've talked about it. It's the easiest number to remember. And I said we get a close above that. This would be our next level to look for. But this is where you would get back into the move. You close back above this, it's still bullish. Okay, we're in a bullish thing, and you're still saving some money here because you're still getting it a little bit cheaper than where you had it here. Listen, guys. This is how I trade. Everybody trades a little differently, right? But the way Bitcoin was going in a bearish state, I was trading any kind of resistance areas. I was getting out, and then if it broke up into my support area again, or resistance that turned into support, I would buy back in, and that was my strategy. Okay, guys. This way, I'm guaranteeing, we're not losing money here. Okay. This is my strategy. All right, guys. It's like if we break above this area here, or if we get to this area, I'm probably gonna look to well, it depends. It depends. I'm not gonna say I'm looking to sell because I look at the volume. We look at a lot of different things here. So the volume's been great. So it just depends. And it depends what kind of pattern we develop here. We could break out of here or whatever. So it does depend. But if there's a rejection here, I look to take profits here. And then I'll look for this area for a bounce. And if we come back up here, I'll get back in, guys. But I'm not going to take a chance of us dumping again. That's just the way I do it. You don't have to do it like that. Okay? You see a rollover and I say, hey, this is a potential area to bounce, you could just hold it. It's not a big deal. I mean, I said we're probably going to bounce in this area on Bitcoin in yesterday's video, and we did. And Ethereum, look, I told you guys, I mean, you can't forget this purple line, right? We wick down. I said we can wick down as long as we get candle close above this purple line and we don't close under it, then this will stay bullish. You take profits here. You look for the close above here. You look for the bounce. You get back in. That's what I do. And I usually don't trade like this, guys. But the reason I'm trading like this at this time I was because I felt like everything was it was bearish, right? So I was being more cautious than usual. Okay, usually I just hold through these type of things, but I wanted to make sure that we're not going to get crushed. Okay, so that's where we're at now. We have some support here. Some resistance here. Let's see if we can fight some of this stuff off. So, and people are asking me, well, and I want to clear this up too. People are saying, well, why is Bitcoin going up so much? And Ethereum, I mean, look at Bitcoin. We're up almost 11%. I think it's, what are we up? 20% from the bottom, at least, right? 20%. Bitcoin's on fire. Nothing else is really on fire, right? I mean, we finally, this is good though on Cardano. We finally broke up here, confirmed this as support. We're above it now. Let's see if we can hold it, okay? Because this was a line that we were fighting a lot. As you can see, we even closed the candle underneath and then broke above. Let's see if we can get a 4-hour close above this 159 area. So this is looking a little bit better, but you're not getting these huge gains like you are in Bitcoin. So farming right now, usually we farm, right? I've been talking about farming and farming and farming. Well, that's because, and I'm gonna go to that in a second. I'm gonna show you guys, but I'm gonna show you Matic too because I had someone in the comments asking me about Matic. Okay. Sorry, I have this thing on lock still. I gotta get rid of that. But I had people asking me about Matic, right? Or you can make this trend even longer here too. So we can do that. But we're fighting this right here. We don't want to roll over in this trend, right? So you can extend this trend. I don't want to extend it all the way like I had it, but we can extend this trend, okay? We could take it as far up as there if you want. As long as we ride this trend and we don't roll over. And if we do, let's look for a bounce off of this area or this area to stay bullish. But the reason that Matic's in the red. The reason that these aren't doing too good and Ethereum's really doing nothing. It's up 3%, and it literally just jumped up 3%. It's been doing nothing pretty much this whole time. Sorry about that, guys. And there's been nothing here because Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you this, Bitcoin dominance chart, okay? See, what's been happening is Ethereum's been dominating and Bitcoin's domination has been going down. So Ethereum was going up and Bitcoin was going down. So every time Bitcoin, even when Bitcoin made a move, Ethereum on the Ethereum dominance chart was going up. So Ethereum would run harder. Now Bitcoin is running harder than Ethereum. Okay? Bitcoin's running harder than Ethereum. All these altcoins get weaker as Bitcoin's dominance goes up. Now, eventually, can they start to? Of course, guys, they can go up. This can all of a sudden roll over at any minute, and these can just blast off. So, I'm not saying they're dead in the water. I'm just saying Bitcoin is running. We're at Bitcoin right now, guys. Bitcoin, if you're going to buy something, you're buying Bitcoin, right? Right now, me personally, if you didn't catch these moves down here when I made these videos, would you FOMO in here? No. Because, I would wait to see what happens around this area first. Or to see, you could wait for a bounce off of one of this and just see if you can maybe ride this. But, it's kind of risky, guys. I wouldn't tell you guys to do that. But, hey, you guys do what you want to do. You can ride this pattern if you want. If you want to get in it and just ride it and wait until it falls. If you want to take a risk like that. But me personally, that's no. We once we rolled over here, got this as resistance again, and then we broke it. That was where you would buy again. This is where the breakout would happen, and that's exactly where the breakout happened, guys. Of course, we called this bottom too. We did call this bottom. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. And we're going to go back to Ethereum as well, guys. So I don't know if you guys saw this news, but Ethereum's 2.0 is now delayed, and they're saying that it might not be out until next year now, 2022. So not the greatest news for Ethereum. Okay, not the greatest news. So it's kind of stagnant, guys. Bitcoin is running the show. So Bitcoin got great news. We all heard. I posted it on my video this morning. I talked about El Salvador. It's getting good news. Plus, there's a huge short squeeze, guys. This was getting shorted really, really hard. Okay, now there's a short squeeze happening. So be aware of that. So this can roll over, guys. Okay, this could be a nice short squeeze. Everybody's finally out. Then, because what the shorts like to do is they short it, then they put their buys in here, then they get out, then they ride it up. This is what they do. So big money, because big money can control this. You got to understand, institutions are more involved now. So like if you ever do stock trading, you know about shorts. The institutions will short. Well, now the institutions are more involved. There's a lot more shorting in this game. Plus, there's a lot more apps and things of that nature where you can short with. Platforms. There's a lot more platforms you can short with. Sorry, guys, I'm a little out of it today. I had a rough night. I've been sick. I stayed up all night. I'm doing this video just for you guys, so make sure you guys go to my YouTube and my Twitter and follow me, please, and subscribe. But I'm just real tired. But I want to get this content out to you guys so you guys understand what we're doing here. Okay, this is a bearish pattern still we're in. Like I had it earlier like this because this is where we were at. We had these touch points earlier and we broke above it, but then we came back down. And look, if you leave it like this, we're actually fighting it right now. Okay. But I'm going to give it some leeway now because we have some touch points here, right? It's hard to get this back on here. I don't want to spend too much time doing that, but you guys get the point. We got some touch points here, so now we can open it up a little bit as well. So it's still a bearish pattern. Let's look at Matic. Matic, we're fighting this area. Okay, we got a lot of noise here on the 4-hour chart. Let's look at the ribbons on Bitcoin, right? Let's look at ribbons. The ribbons on Bitcoin, this is the 4-hour. I mean, this is looking great, guys. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is looking very excellent. Let's see if we can get a close above this purple line, but, we break this previous high here. Break this. Why is that not working? Okay, we break this previous high here, and we can see some continuations here. So let's just keep an eye on it. The 4-hour ribbons are looking good. The 1-hour ribbons are crossing, which is that's a good sign. Let's see. The daily, it's not even close. We're not even close. We could get rejected right here. Okay. Let's go. A lot of people have been talking about. Listen, I'm like Matic. I had some guys comment about Matic, and they wanted more detail. So I mean, basically, this is what we come down to. You got to break above this 151 and hold it, and close a 4-hour candle above it. Okay. Let's see on the daily. Do we have any moving averages we have to worry about? Yeah. I mean, we got a crossover. This is not good. This is the 10 EMA. Crossing the 20. Sorry about that, guys. So this is not good. But yeah, so this is something where you can hit here and this could be defense. Either of these two indicators could be defense. So you got to pay attention to that. But with Ethereum not doing too well, you can expect a little bit of stalling here on Matic because I mean that's just they kind of, even though they don't go hand in hand, they kind of do. So, but that's where we're at. Bitcoin is doing what it's doing. We'll see how long this will go for until we roll over. But just look for this eventually to do that. Okay. And it needs to close. Not just a low, not just, oh shoot, I moved the whole bar. See that? Not just a wick, but a close. Okay, so that's pretty much where we're at, guys. I mean, there's not much. Bitcoin dominance is going up, so Bitcoin is dominating, as you guys, as obviously, right? Let's see. Was there any other news that I wanted to go through? No, we cleared this Ethereum. We looked at Cardano. Let's see what Cardano. I'll do a quick Cardano here. Is there any kind of pattern we have here? We got, let's see, this is 1 hour chart. What do we have here? Do we have anything here? Let's look. Let's look. Maybe a wedge? That's not a very good wedge, but I mean, if this does roll down, I mean, you always want to ride this. Okay, so what I mean by that is you want to ride this line, and if it rolls down, it's probably gonna go down a little bit more. What would be some areas we could look at? What am I going there for? Just have it right here. Let's look at some strong points, right? Let's go back. Let's look at some strong points here. Let's see. Where's a strong point? I mean, this is on the hour. I don't too much a fan of the hour, but yeah, you can see right here. You can see right here. So maybe it could bounce or even wick down and go back up. So all in all, Cardano's looking good. Let's see on the daily. We got moving averages. Yeah, it's fighting a little bit. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's go to Bitcoin on the daily real quick. How much time do I have? I don't got that much time. So let's look at Bitcoin on the daily and the moving averages, right? This is looking good, guys. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When this red line crosses above the blue, which is the 10 crossing above the 20, that's usually bullish. Okay, let's look at some of the indicators on the daily. I mean, we're kind of in an uptrend, guys. But are we just 100% bullish on this? Not yet. Not my opinion. But are we having a heck of a move? Yes, we are, guys. Yes, we are. But 100% bullish, no, just because we're in a kind of a bearish wedge. Could it keep going all the way up? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we looked bullish before we got shorted. So it depends on if they want to take their money and bring it back down on us, because this is the games that we've been getting played here. There's been, I mean, look at these fake outs, multiple fake outs. We had one here when our triangle was where it should have been. I had to make the adjustment because they made me. But we had a fake out, around this area, which I made an adjustment. But we had a fake out. Then we had this. Our target, when you come out of a pattern like this, our target should have been 24, or right here, it should have been 24,000. Here's an M pattern that didn't break. So I'll erase that because that was old. But, I mean, our target should have been around this area. We didn't come close. Okay, so they didn't want it going under 30. So we're going to see what happens. We got, what other moving average do we have? I'm running out of time here, guys. Let's see. We got to worry about the 200 up here at 42,000. We got to worry about this at 46. This is the 50, and then this is the 100. You can see the 50 already crossed the 100. So now, the death cross. Death cross is coming here too. So we'll see how this plays out. Maybe Bitcoin just goes on a heck of a run and we don't get that. I mean, it would have to go on a heck of a run, but we'll see. We'll see. We're getting a short squeeze. We're getting good news. There's a bunch of things that are happening right now. So just keep in mind of this pattern. Draw it up for yourself. So if you see it break and close, then yeah, it could go down. But it still can go up, guys. Like we've seen it today when we were in its earlier wedge. I've seen Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. This can blow up. But guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm running out of time. I love you guys. Moondog Trading, one word. Peace out.